Good morning, glampers. I did get told of a campsite we're checking out today. It's around 60 k's east of Roma at a place called Yuleba. It's called Judd's Lagoon. Sounds all right. It's not a huge town, very small. So buckle up, tune in, and I'll show you a free campsite, Judd's Lake. Let's get out of here and let's do it.
I'm traveling around Australia in the motorhome. Whilst I eat, travels making memories on my own, singing to birds.
Welcome back for another episode of Free and Budget Campsites in Queensland. My name's Peter. For all new viewers, I'm chasing around free and budget campsites wherever I can find it. Save me a bit of money to pass that information on to you. But we're just a couple of k's out of Yuleba at a place called Judd's Lagoon. What a great little campsite this is. I did get mentioned by a friend of mine, Drew. Good on you, Drew. He did say it is worth popping in and seeing. Now, it's got toilets, it's got barbecues, fishing as well. There's plenty of room around here. Look, sad thing about it, you are in a bit of a sort of a dust bowl. Now, if the wind does pick up, you are going to get a bit dusty around here. Now, in the wet, I'm assuming it's going to be the same thing. Now, on the road in here, there is a bit of a dirt track on the way in here. It's not too bad, actually. The corrugations are very, very small. A few potholes here and there. It's only about 1 kilometre from the tarmac to the actual campsite itself. Also pop down and see the local shop. There's a dump site in town too. Now, the information about Cobb & Co. This is actually where the Cobb & Co. coach, it stopped back in August 1924. That was their last hooray. Look, there is a few campsites around here as free campsites. For one, the Cobb & Co. The other one is Old Yuleba. That is a free campsite also. And the Mary Ann. Now, most of them don't have toilets. They only really have toilets at this one. So let's get in there and have a look what it's got to offer. Let's get out of here. What do you reckon? Woohoo! Righto, all around the park, well, I wouldn't say all around the park, but only a certain place right behind me, there is 2 tables, benches you can sit and have a meal on the outside. Now, there is no lighting out here, so it's going to be pretty dark. Look, if you park your van right near it, Bob's your uncle, you've got an outside set. Now, they have got barbecues here. They're not really barbecue. Well, they are, but they're not. You could probably use them themselves, but if not, you're best off bringing your own little baby Weber out or whatever barbecue you've got. Now, around this area, you can use generators, certain amount of times, of course. Rules and regulations do apply. Righto, let's get into town and I'll show you the local shop and the dump site while I'm also there. Righto, let's get on our bikes and get in there and have a look. What do you reckon? Woohoo! We're back at it again. Yes, it is the crappy part of the show. Yes, it is the dump site. Now, this place does have a dump site. It's only a couple of k's away from Judd Lagoon. It's in the town of Yuleba. It's only around 2 kilometres maybe, yeah, give and take a few metres here and there, but you'll get here. Now, this place is huge, mate. You can get a semi in this area. There's so much turning around space. It's a wonder it's not a campsite. Mate, seriously, it's massive. Now, the dump site here at the moment, I am pretty impressed, but not impressed. Now, the good thing about it, it's on gravel, it's on concrete, you're not going to get dirty feet. There is water here. Of course, when you come to countries like this, do not fill up your tanks with this water. It's totally up to you. It's drink it at your own risk. If not, you might feel a bit cook in the belly. Now, the bad thing about this dump site is it is a fair way away from where I can park my RV. The distance between the barriers and the actual dump site itself, it's around 2 to 3 metres, so you need a decent sized hose to get it in. Look, these are bendable. I advise you not to drive over them because it's probably going to get your car stuck or whatever, but you can drive up there and actually nudge them and they'll fall over, these little things here. But otherwise, great little dump site. Righto, just up the road actually from the campsite itself is the general store. Now, it's the only store in this town that does everything. Now, that's a one-stop shop. Tammy and Dane, like Great Dane of course, come and see them. They've got so much stuff in there, everything you possibly need. Lollies, meat, but trust me, the lollies, if you're a diabetic, stay away from the shop. They've got kilo bags of lollies here. Of course, Allen's, but anyway, come in, have a look. They've got stuff from knickknacks, they've got souvenirs, they've got soap, they've got batteries, they've got hardware stuff. Mate, seriously, I can sit here all day and name everything they've got in there. It's incredible. Now, the opening hours itself are between Monday and actually Thursday from 6 to 6. And then on a Friday, it's 6 till 5. And on a Saturday and Sunday, they are closed. Now, there's plenty of parking right across the road. There is a bit of a park that your kids can actually play on. No worries, let's get back to the campsite. Rightio, clambers, this place even has flushable toilets. Yeah, it is a drop toilet, but they've got actually a flushing machine in there as well. So when you finished your thing, you just sit there and start pumping and the water comes through and flushes it down. Righto, now the good thing about the toilets, they're pretty clean. They've got hand soap, which is a bonus. They've even got paper towel here and plenty of toilet paper. And it is wheelchair access friendly. Now, out of 5, I am going to give them a 4 out of 5. Now, it does have water on the side. It does say everywhere it's non-potable, and I'm looking at it at the moment. The only way you could probably get it is through the actual sink inside. There's no actual outside tap, but if you're going to use some water around here, make sure you bring your own. Now, when you're here also, there are plenty of bins all throughout this park. So when you come to places like this, what do we have to do, Glambers? We have to leave no trace. Righto, the phone reception out here. Look, the phone reception is not too bad. Look, if you just want to make phone calls, that is. Look, out here I'm getting 4G and actually 2 bars. Now, the download speed itself out here, it's not as great as I wanted it to be. It's only 8.33, which is very, very low. You can check your emails, maybe stream a little bit, but you can do the Facebook stuff. Might take a little bit longer than what it normally does, but the upload speed, guess what? Ugh. Crap. Forget about uploading any sort of file at all while you're here. Now, the upload speed's only 1.4. So, sorry, 1.04. My bad. It is the way it is. Whoa. Look, if you see a puppy here that just ran by, you know this place is dog friendly. So make sure, look, they do say keep it on a leash, but it is a pretty big area to let your dog go. You're quite a fair way away from the roads, so you're not going to have any trouble with your dog at all. It is a nature area. There is a lot of bird watching around here. I'm seeing down here, believe it or not, pelican. It's a little bit far away from the ocean. It's the campsites. What a cool campsite I collected right next to the water. Now look, with the water lagoon here itself, you can park right next to it, or you can park a bit further away. As you can see right now, I have not levelled my van up at all. It's not out left, right, everything. I just parked, got me level out, and been Bob's your uncle. Beautiful. Turned my fridge on. Now with fishing around here, look, it's up to you. There's plenty of places you can actually throw a line in. There is quite a few other campsites around here, not just mine right near the river. I'm going to take you down to the south part of the park itself and show you that campsite. It's not very far away. It's only around, what, 1 minute walk, but it's 2 ends of the park. One's got shaded area and one hasn't. The place I chose, the north end, has not got much shade at all. But if you don't want solar, park down the south side, which I'll show you very shortly. But this one here, up on top of the plateau, it is great. Now, in most of the campsites around here, you've got your own little fire pit. They've got some wood in a U shape that you can sit around and you can put your fire in. How cool is this, eh? But remember, it's only a 72-hour stay. Look, if you want to stay a little bit longer, I did get told by the actual shop owners, they did say it isn't really policed. They don't mind you staying out here a little bit longer. But if it is pretty packed, you've got to do the right thing and move on after 72 hours. Righto, let's pop down and have a look at the south side campsites. What do you reckon? See ya, meet you down there. Righto, this is the second part of the actual campsite itself, down the southern end. Now down this end there is quite a few trees around here, so you're going to get a bit of foliage over top of your van if you're just relying on solar. Look, you can pick a spot in there, but it is pretty shaded in that area, and it is a bit unlevel in there. So when you park in this area behind me, you probably have to bring your leveling blocks and level them up a little bit, unless you drive around like I do and just find a sweet spot. Now also up there too, they've got wood donations of $10 a bag. Now I'm looking around here right now, you could probably go for a bit of a walk and find your own wood if you'd like, but you'd need a probably saw to cut it up, so make sure you bring a saw with you. But if not, there's a donation box up there, $10 a bag, and that will last you a couple of days for sure. Right, I always say when you get to a place like this, have a look at these boards. These boards have got a lot of information that people actually miss now and then. Now it's got a bit of a map on there. It tells you all about certain areas like the walks and the nature walks, the actual natural ponds or the natural wells they've got around here. Go for a bit of a walk, have a look around the area. I always say to people when you're here, have a look at these boards because they've got all the information you need, phone numbers, addresses, and the lot here. All right then, if you like the campsite at Judd's Lagoon, give us a thumbs up, turn your notifications on, hit your subscribe button, which is only free, and have a great weekend, and I'll see you on the road.